Starting live. Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it says finish. You have to tap on finish.
No, you're live. See?
Oh, hey, guys, I don't know how to do this. Sorry, guys. Listen. Hold on. I don't know how to do this. This is my first time. No. I went live on a cruise one time. So I hope you guys join us. This is Jaleel and Q. And so, yeah, I went live on a cruise one time, but I don't remember how I did it. I'm 100. So you can't blame me. He has to, now I don't have my glasses on either. So we're going to see who comes in today. What does that mean right there?
That means you got one person watching.
Oh, one person is watching. Hi, whoever you are. And that's, James. Hey, James. Go live with James. Invite.
No, don't invite him in.
What do you mean?
He's already in.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Hey, James.
So I can't see. So y'all going to have to forgive me. We're going to go over some things about the cruise. Q is responsible for... Why don't you go ahead and tell them what you're responsible for? What is that?
So, hey, peace, everybody. This is Facebook Live for the 2B1 Love Cruise. I am a certified travel agent, and I'm the one helping to book everybody on the cruise, make sure everybody gets all the information they need, all their questions answered, make sure that you know exactly what you're going to be getting when you come on board the Carnival Splendor. I'm going to tell you all about what's going on and what's there. For those of you who saw our last Facebook Live, we went over a lot of content. Some things have changed since our last Facebook Live, so it's good that you're attending this one. That way you're going to get some more information going forward. And Jaleel's going to go over some things about why you need to be on this cruise. Okay. And so we're going to go talk about those things. If you have any questions, please post it below, comment below. The more you comment, the more we can answer. The more we answer, the more you know, the more you feel ready to do it now. And so that's what we're going to be doing for this episode.
Absolutely. So definitely, put your questions down. I'm sorry, the dog is down there. The dog is down there. The dog just jumped on me. I'm sorry. All right, we're going to get ready to jump into this. And this is supposed to be a fun experience. And so we're going to make sure that this is a fun experience. And I'm responsible for everything that's happening on board. And I want to tell you some things that are happening on board. Some of the things that we're planning for you. And then Q will go over some of the logistics about how to get on board and the best ways to make your payments and things like that. He's going to go over all of that. So I decided today that we were going to start talking about for two different audiences, because we know that this is the Love Cruise. And so in line with the Love Cruise and the love theme, we're going to talk about couples, and we're also going to talk about singles. Now, hold on a second, because now we're going to switch things around a little bit.
That's fine, good. Okay.
We're going to talk about couples, and we're going to talk about singles on the cruise. Okay, so we're getting it together, y'all. We're getting it together. So, I have a list of 10 reasons why couples want to join us on this cruise. If you're not a couple, you will want to listen for the next 10 reasons why you as a single person want to come on this cruise, okay? So in no particular order, I tried to put it in order, but some things are going to be different to other people. It may or may not work out that way. So I'm just going to go over the list, right? So the number one reason that couples should be on this cruise is the adult solarium. So there's a section of the cruise ship where only couples, there's a section where it's just for adults. And what you'll see there is and I think I posted some videos as well, but what you'll also see is hammocks made for two. Mm-hmm. You'll see seating areas made for two. So this helps to create a very romantic atmosphere for you and your boo. The next reason why couples should join us on this cruise is the specialty dining. You don't have to eat in the dining area. The captain's dinner is what it's called oftentimes. You can definitely go and eat at any one of the specialty restaurants. I think I even posted a video on the food on the Carnival Splendor. I'm going to be posting more, and so I'll get specific about the specialty dining and what there is for special dining. The next reason that couples should join us on this cruise is going to be couples massage. Yes, you can get a couples massage. What we'd really like to do, guys, is we really want to keep it in-house. In other words, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get a masseur on board with us, somebody who wants to do this kind of thing. And then they can do the couple massage. Why? To some people, it doesn't make a difference, and to other people, it does make a difference. Carnival does not employ males to do massages.
Male massage therapists, right?
They do not have male massage therapists. That makes a difference to some people, and it doesn't make a difference to other people. But for the people that it does make a difference for, you should have a choice. And so we'd like to see if we can get someone on board. If you all know anyone, please let us know. Okay. The next reason is chocolate covered strawberries. You can't get more romantic than that. When you think of a romantic food or dessert, I think one of the first things that people say is chocolate covered strawberries. I don't know. What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
And champagne.
And champagne. The next reason would be sunrise and sunset. It is the most beautiful, beautiful view that I think that anybody could partake of.
To be out on the ocean, nothing but you and the horizon, your boo, whomever you're connected with, whoever you're dating, however you meet somebody's fantastic, spectacular, and you want to literally sit out on the cabin, on the deck and wait till the sun comes up. That's right. You have every right to do that.
That's right.
And the fact that we're going to have a pretty sizable group going with us, and that people are going to really be able to be themselves and meet and connect and fall in love or fall in like whatever you fall into is on you. But you get the chance to really, really enjoy yourself and wake up to all of this happening. So yes, the sunrise and sunset is absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely. And so that's the number 5 reason. So the number 6 reason is no chores. You have an opportunity to focus completely on each other. What a new way to fall in love for the first time all over again. So the number 6 reason is seeing your sweetie dressed up. How often do we have the opportunity to really dress up? And some of us really like that opportunity to do that. I know I do. And some people just like to keep it very casual. You have a choice on the cruise, but how wonderful would it be to get dressed up and to see your boo really dressed up? So, hey,
Keith. Hey. Yes. So we are going to go over all the logistics. So you'll know everything that you need to do, how you need to get connected. Right now, what we're going over is a lot of the reasons why this is the cruise to go on this year. Yeah. And so we're going to go through some of these things, and then I'm going to jump in, and Jaleel's going to jump in and knock it out for singles as well. So
we're going to finish this list, Keith, and then we're going to go into another list, and then Q is going to take over and start talking about how to get on the cruise and when it is and so on and so forth.
And then we'll close out.
So, and then we're going to close out. So the next reason is making memories. You can take the professional photos. Actually, this is a good time to take the photos when you get dressed up. So that would be another reason to get in there and to make this the most romantic occasion for yourself. Breakfast in bed. It is absolutely free on Carnival. On other cruise ships, it's not all inclusive. That part is not inclusive, but for Carnival, it is. So you get free room service. So, hey, stay in bed and have breakfast with your boo. And then lastly, as one of the reasons is you have some wonderful alone time. You can't beat that. Hey, Ward. Hey, how you doing? Dwayne, how you doing? So you can't beat that with a baseball bat. So those are the top 10 reasons why going on cruises is good for couples. And in this case, for gay couples. Now, we're calling this the Love Cruise, right? So we're including couples, and we're also including singles. Singles who want to be involved and want to be connected. So now we're going to go over that list, okay? So that list, one of the first things that I have written for that list, and this is for singles who want to join us, who want to be a part of this occasion and this event. There are going to be others there who think like you.
Yes.
How wonderful it is not to have to sift through to see if somebody is serious enough, or to talk to somebody and only to find out hours later that they don't have the same agenda that you have. So this is a good time to be with like-minded individuals. Also, number 2 is that is a very, very romantic atmosphere.
For some of the reasons you mentioned earlier.
Yes, for a lot of reasons that I mentioned earlier. Dwayne, I see you.
Let them know now. Come on.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Also, the cruise ship is first date friendly. Okay.
Yeah,
The cruise is first date friendly. And what do I mean by that? Because again,
this is a good point. I never thought about this.
Yeah, it is first date friendly because everything that you need is right there for the first date. If you want to do a movie under the stars, you can do that. If you want to go to specialty dining, you can do that. You don't have to spend extra money on specialty dining if you don't want to. You can just get a table for 2.
Now that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Now let me say this. Have you ever been on a date, didn't know if you were going to hit it off with somebody, didn't know what the deal was, and whether you go Dutch or whatever the case may be, you didn't want to necessarily pay for it. Okay. On a cruise, it's already paid for.
Right.
All the food, all that stuff is already paid for. So
unless you do specialty dining.
Right,
that's different. But you don't have to do it is what it's pointing.
Right. But if you go to the into the dining hall, like a dining room, which is still really nice upscale, serving you the whole bit, you can do that way. If you even go up to the Lido deck and you just want to have, pizza, burger, fries, something more casual, more laid back, we just get to know each other. That's fine too. Either way, you ain't paying for it. So why not go on a cruise, have a great time, meet somebody who you really want to get to know a little bit and not have to pay for it. That's a good point.
There's couples activities and workshops. Yes, we're going to talk about that too. Actually, we talked about that in one of the other videos that we did, Keith. So if you scroll in either the events page or the group itself, you should see that. Okay, so we can definitely go over that again. Another reason why this is good for singles who are looking to make that romantic connection is that you have 7 whole days together. How wonderful would it be to see that person from across the room? You two see each other and you gravitate toward each other and you start to talk to each other and then you hit it off. You have 7 whole days together.
Uninterrupted time.
Yes.
Like literally, I don't know if you understand, like if you've ever been on a cruise, 24 hours in a day is actually a pretty good chunk of time. It's a good chunk of time to spend time with yourself, spend time with your significant other or somebody who you're interested in getting to know. It's a really good chunk of time. And so there's a lot that you can learn about a person in that period of time. And you can decide whether when we get off the ship, we're going to continue this conversation or not. It's totally up to you. But what's cool about it is this. It's this time outside of, oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I didn't, you know how it goes. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's that time where you realize where people say, oh, I've been so busy, or work got in the way, or this happened, that happened. It really is a time for you to meet somebody, get to know them, and see where this could actually go. I like that one. That's good.
7 whole days together to learn about each other. So the next reason is it's an atmosphere of love. This is the love cruise. So everything that we're doing now, everything is contingent upon how many people we have going. Please keep that in mind. We mentioned that the last time we did a Facebook Live. Everything is contingent upon how many people we have going. We intend to have a nice group of people going, couples and singles who want to be connected. So we're looking at how many? We said 25 couples?
25 couples.
Yeah, we're looking for 25 couples to join us on this cruise / singles who want to be connected, and singles as well. That's what I'm saying. And so this is an atmosphere of love. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in a little while. I don't want to feel judged. There's room to book with some privacy. I may want to love a few.
Well, again, let me say this. If you're single, nobody is going to judge you. Like we want you to actually come on board and meet and mingle and connect and figure out who is somebody who you want to spend more time with. So again, there's no judgment. I will say that we really want to encourage people who are ready to make a meaningful connection. Right. That's really what that's what 2B1 is all about.
That's right.
Jaleel started
the 2 becoming one.
Yeah. Jaleel started 2B1 back in 2014. Maybe, no.
Yeah, it was earlier than that, actually.
Yeah. But many, many years ago, Jaleel started 2B1 and it was about the 2 becoming 1. And so for that purpose, and I get what you're saying, bro. For that purpose, if it's somebody who I'm like, for me, I didn't date when I was dating, I didn't date individuals. Like I dated multiple people. The reason why I dated multiple people is because it was about discovery for me. I'm discovering who I'm most compatible with. And so for me, dating was about like making those connections and seeing who I really jive with. So when you get on board, dating is totally your discretion. It's totally up to you. And you're able to experience it. Hey, Josh.
Yeah, the thing is that what we're trying to do is we're trying to create an atmosphere that's different from the atmosphere that one would be used to. And so the things that you're used to doing, that's fine. If you want to bring some of those activities on board, I mean, this is about fun. Do what you need to do to make fun. But let's be clear that we are trying to create an atmosphere where people want to meet to make a serious connection, because they're not able to do that outside of this cruise experience. And what we're hoping is that after they leave the cruise experience, they will have fostered a relationship, some kind of connection where they can do something that's more meaningful than that. So you can bring some of the same activities and some of the things and some of the behaviors, but please keep in mind that those things you can do outside of this cruise experience. Mm-hmm. We're trying to create something different. Mm-hmm. Okay. Again, no judgment. Do what you do. You're adults. Do what you do.
Right.
Let me continue on with the list. Excuse me. So one of the other reasons that it's good for a single who is looking to connect to come on this cruise is because what we're looking to do is we're looking to do a workshop or more than one workshop, actually, mm-hmm. that talks about how to make these connections and how to build from the ground up so that they look more successful and feel more successful for you. So we're looking to do that. Again, that is contingent upon how many people we get going.
Mm-hmm. So some of the workshops that we've done in the past is like attracting the love of your life. I do a lot of teaching on what I call husband school, and what does it mean to be a good husband and really having that meaningful significant other, that meaningful partner, and we go into what husbandry really means, even within the LGBT community. And so again, these are some of the workshops that are going to be a part of it. And if you're single, these workshops are a really good launching platform, because you know the other people that are in the room are getting the same content. Mm-hmm. They're getting the same information, mm-hmm. and you can see them shaking their heads and in agreement. And we're going to do some fish bowls and some breakout sessions where you're going to be able to hear some of their perspectives, hear how they view relationships and how they view dating, and if it's hard out there, why, and all these things like that. So these are the kind of workshops where you actually get to be a part of it. You get to meet and interact with people of like mind and see from there, wow, you know what? I really like some of your perspective, brother. Let's have a drink upstairs.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We also want you, this is yet another reason, we also want you to be inspired by other couples. I don't think that there's a greater inspiration for singles who want to be involved than to be around other couples so that they can see how they, there's something that's said about a single who has, couples friends can eventually be successful when he does connect. But a couple who has nothing but singles friends is kind of dangerous, because one of the first things that they might say is, you need to leave his ass if he's not doing what you want him to do, or if he's doing this or he's doing that. Whereas couples might say something different. How could you frame this differently? What does it look like, smell like, taste like? How could you look at this situation differently? And that's what we're looking for. We're looking to create this kind of an atmosphere for those who are single. Another reason is giving the person that you've met, like say day 1, day 2, a second and third chance. Because oftentimes I think that we want to just throw it all away. Oh my God, he ate a steak with a spoon. I don't know why he did that, but I'm not interested in being connected with somebody like that. Well, now you're on the cruise, and it gives you an opportunity to say, you know what? Let me get deeper into the story. Let me find out why he's eating a steak with a spoon, mm-hmm. or whatever the situation is. And then you might even want a third date outside of that.
Again, so in other words, you're saying that while on the cruise, you can have multiple dates, mm-hmm. in a short period of time, mm-hmm. versus how sometimes if we're dating out in the real world, you have a first date, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 weeks go by, and we'll say, oh yeah, we're going to get together soon, and we might have, another conversation on another date. So it's almost like you're condensing that getting to know opportunity into that 7 days, which is actually really powerful. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about the phases. Yeah. We talk about the phases, the 5 phases, right? And whether we want to acknowledge them as these particular phases or give them these particular names, the phases still happen. And number 1 is talking. That's basically all we're doing. That's the first phase, is talking. We're just getting to know each other. This is exploration. This is time. And then there's
phase 2 is dating.
Phase 2 is dating
/ discovery.
The
dating phase is all about discovery. And I like to use the analogy of in the legal system. Discovery is one of the most important parts of building your case so that you can win when you get in the courtroom, right? So in dating / discovery, that's one of the most important parts of getting to know somebody, getting into a relationship, to see if we can win. And so discovery is extremely important. Then you move into phase 3, which is relationship / exclusivity.
Yeah.
That's when it's me and you against the world.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Like we've done our dating. I know you. I know what you like. I know what you don't like. We know that this could be something real. Let's take this to the next level. Now we're exclusive.
Phases 4 and 5 is the reason why we want to create this atmosphere, because phase 4 is engagement. And phase 5 is marriage. A person that is not thinking that way is really not interested in going on this cruise. They're looking for something more serious. Now, that might not necessarily be marriage, granted. It might not, but it is definitely something more. How is the... What does he say? I can't read it.
How is the vetting process? Background checks, credit scores, etc. I'm looking to make connections, so there will be speed dating workshop. You know what?
That's an idea.
We have not thought about doing a speed dating. That's a good point.
No.
If we have enough people, so tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your kids, to whoever. Like, tell people, like, listen, if we have enough singles and those who are looking to mingle, if we have enough on the workshop, we will do a speed dating workshop. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I was thinking about the speed dating, but I was also thinking about doing the dating game. So it could be one of the two, or it could be both. So yes, we are thinking about some activities. We'll talk about that in another video. We're looking to get bodies now. We're looking to get people in here now. We're talking about what we're planning to do. So right now we're on the planning phase. Q's going to talk about that more in just a few minutes. I'm going to go over the last 2 reasons why singles who are looking to connect should be on this cruise. The next reason is appreciating the person dressed up or dressed down. You have an opportunity to see all facets of who we are. The thing is, when we look at Facebook, and I know about me, that when I look at someone's picture on Facebook, I'm looking for more than just one picture. Why? Because I want to see them in many different arenas. I want to see how you can look in their eyes, and they say our eyes are the mirror of the soul. Granted, but I think also the clothing, the atmosphere. Who are these people? And on Facebook, unfortunately, if we don't have a chance to talk to them, this is relayed through pictures. So I want to see him dressed up. I want to see him dressed down. So this might get us a well-rounded view of who this person is. And whether you can sometimes clothes. I have a friend who clothes is very, very important. And so he wants to see how this other person is dressing. That's important for him. And then the last reason is that you have 2 wonderful mentors with you. I am a social worker. I'm a counselor. I've counseled people about a lot of different issues. And Q has, by the way, I did the workshop on attracting the love of your life. Oh, hello. As a single person, it was important for me to do that workshop because I also learned from the information that I gave out. So there's an opportunity for me to also learn, and we'll be learning together. So I won't be doing the workshop as it seems right now because I have someone else in mind to do the workshop. But Q did a workshop on one of the cruises that we went on called Why God Wants You to Have What?
This is some time ago. We went on an LGBT cruise, and it was called Why God Wants You to Have Lots of Sex. And it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Really, what it really dealt with is not promiscuity, obviously.
Right.
What it really dealt with was why sex is so important in our relationships and why it's so important even in a spiritual connection, in a spiritual relationship. So The workshop was really, really fantastic. We had a really good turnout as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of debate. It was a lot of debate, a lot of back and forth, a lot of
for both our
why God wants you to have lots of sex.
Yeah, for both of our workshops, maybe 50 people each attended, and then we stayed there for at least another hour having a discussion with those who were interested in the topic. Can I ask what the
ports of call?
Portugal, yeah. Q's going to go over that in a second. So those are my top 10 reasons. 1 for couples, 2 for singles who want to be connected. Those are the top 10 reasons why you should be on the Love Cruise.
Absolutely. Now, so let's go into the logistics. So thank you, Robin. Thank you, Josh, Keith, Ward, each of you who are on, James, each of you who are on. And again, share this out with your friends. Invite them to be a part of the 2B1 SGL Love Cruise group. The reason why, because the more people we have on this cruise, number one, the better it's going to be for everybody. The more amenities, so if you understand cruising, the more amenities we get, because it's like strength in numbers, right? So the more amenities we get when we have a larger group. So definitely we want more people to be on board. As far as where we're going, so it's going to be porting out of Long Beach, California. All right. So from Long Beach, we're going to go down to Cabo San Lucas. Cabo, we're going to go to Mazatlan, and Mazatlan, we're going to go down to Puerto Vallarta, and then we're going to come back up to Long Beach. So it's a 8 day, 7 night cruise. Okay. We're looking at getting a host hotel for those who want to come in a day early. That way you can have an extra day in the LA, Long Beach area. And again, you can start that meeting and mingling even at that point.
So the other thing is that some of you are wondering and have asked me about how we're going to get there, because sometimes getting to California from the East Coast can be very expensive. If you notice on the group page and also on the event page, we are posting when anyone has a sale, we are posting it. This is a great time to go on and get your tickets. Okay. We've posted, leaving from the West Coast. Okay. So, we posted, when Spirit had, a sale. The most recent was Southwest, I think.
Yeah. Right now, actually still until March 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, Southwest has a $59 sale going on. So please go ahead and check those out. If you know, let me say this. If you know you want to go, okay, it's in October. It's October 27th through November 3rd. No, October 27th to November 3rd. So it is a Halloween cruise. Okay, so we're going to go over Halloween. We encourage each of you to bring your costumes. We're going to have some costume party. We're going to have some kind of like get together where maybe the best dress or best costumes or whatever. So bring your costumes. October 27th through November 3rd. If you think you want to go, I would really suggest you go ahead and getting the flight as soon as possible. The reason why is because if you can get a good deal and you want to go, great. Get the flight, put your deposit down, and you set. All you gotta do is just make your little payments and you good. If you wait and you say, hey, I'm thinking about going, but I don't know if my cat gonna have a place to sleep. Trust me, I've heard it all.
I hope you do go, Dwayne.
Yes, Dwayne, you would absolutely.
We're going to talk about that agenda.
Is a discount for Love Boat
participation.
We should have a Love Boat conversation. But listen, if you think you want to go ahead and contact me. For those of you, I'm going to post it in the comments below. My number is 240-300-4450. You can just text me and say, listen, I want to go. What do I need to do? If you go ahead and book your flight, that's set. And yes, there are a whole bunch of discounts. When you contact me, Keith, and Dwayne, when you contact me, I will go over what your options are. If you are past cruise guests, what your options are. Right now, we're still in the early saver deals. So those are those options. If you're military, if you're a school teacher, all of these options are still available unto you. The thing is, the longer you wait, some of those discounts fall off. Okay. So the early bird saver falls off eventually. I know military and teacher stays on pretty much consistently, but because we have a group, we have to hit certain numbers in order for that group to maintain its discount.
That's right.
Okay. So you have Carnival before. Fantastic. That's the kind of stuff I need to know when you contact me so I can find you the best rate within our group. So there are some rates that are actually, our group rate beats, and there are some rates that past travels and other stuff like that?
Thank you, Marcus. That's a wonderful question. Yes, I will be pairing people. If you say that you're going and you don't have a friend to go with, I don't mind pairing people together. That doesn't mean that I'm pairing you together to as a romantic connection. No, it has nothing to do with that. We're just putting you in the same room just because we want to save you money. Right. That's it.
And if y'all need to work out a little system, you know what I'm saying? When you need the room to yourself, put a little sock on the door, put a little, something coming off on the door. Y'all work out the system, right? But if you're single and you don't have any friends, we encourage you to invite your friends, right? Because it's just more fun that way, right? But if you're single and you don't have any friends that might want to go with, we can pair you with other people who are also looking for roommates, and we do have actually people who are looking for roommates. So that's a good thing if you wish to go. So again, I'll give you the dates. October 27th through November 3rd. Mm-hmm. It is going out of Long Beach, California and you can fly into LAX or Santa Ana.
You can get any kind of room. Yes. And we're going to go over that. Yes, absolutely. Keith just asked, can a couple get a suite or a balcony? Absolutely. Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, if you scroll within the group, and I'm not sure if you're in the group, Keith, but if you're not, let us know. I actually posted room tours, interior room, ocean view, balcony, and a junior suite. I posted all of those tours. Yeah.
So yeah, just in fact, when you contact me, I go over those things. What kind of room are you guys looking for? If you've ever cruised before, how would you like to, no, he's not in the group. Okay.
We'll get you.
Okay. So what kind of room you're looking for? I go over all those things. I go over any special excursions that you might want to do. I go over travel insurance, which, let me say this, for people who work, for people who have never been on a cruise before, things of that nature, because it's in October, which means it's like, 6-7 months from now.
Which is why we're starting now.
Right. Travel insurance could be a really good thing to do, because what ends up happening is when you hit certain milestones within the process, you lose refund capabilities. If you have the travel protection plan and stuff like that in place, it actually allows you to get your money back and do what you need to do. The next trip has been, okay. Yeah. Thank you for letting us know. And we can definitely take a look at that for next year as well. He's just talking about the next year's cruise. So if you know you want to go ahead and contact me, and we'll go ahead and get that sorted out. I think prices start at $529 for an interior and go up to $849 or something like that.
Remember that the prices change as we go. We're trying to keep the prices the same. Obviously, if we get a group rate, we get a group rate. But if you wait, for example, until the last minute, you may not be able to get into that group rate.
Right.
So this is a good time to do this. We're doing this now. Why? Because you have all of these months to prepare. The cruise has to be paid by August, right?
It has to be done by August.
Yes, the cruise has to be. Is the ship LGBT friendly?
Let me say, this is a very good question.
Yeah.
Jaleel and I have been traveling on cruises. I think Jaleel started a year before me, or maybe a year or two before me. But I know, me personally, I started traveling on cruises back in 2008. So for 10 years now, I've been cruising almost every single year. And I absolutely love cruising as a gay couple, as a gay male, because I was single at that time. And now as a gay married person, I love traveling that way. We have never had any issue, any incident. Even the guests, think about it this way. People are on vacation. I don't care if you come from Boondock, Alabama. You're going to be seeing people from all around the world. Kids, I remember one time we did yes, each of the ports of call that we're going to are LGBT friendly. We're not going to Jamaica. I've been to Jamaica, but we just stayed inside the little, tourist area. Yeah, the port area. But no, the places that we're going to, Cabo San Lucas, absolutely beautiful. Mazatlan and Puerto Vallarta, yeah, these are very LGBT friendly ports. So you can actually explore, you can do excursions, you can have fun with your boo and do your thing.
So our group obviously is GLBTQ friendly. Obviously, this is what we are. But let's pretend you were going by yourself.
Boondock, Alabama.
Let's pretend you were going by yourself. Cruise ships know where their bread is buttered. They know that there's such thing as the gay dollar.
It's called the pink.
They used to have
the purple dollar.
Oh, it's a purple dollar. So they used to have what's called, if you look on the itinerary, because they slip an itinerary under your door every day, and on the itinerary it used to be called Friends of Dorothy. That's what it used to be called. Yeah, it used to be called Friends of Dorothy. I don't know where that Dorothy came from. I don't know if it's Dorothy from the Golden Girls or Wizard of Oz. I don't know. But it used to be called Friends of Dorothy. It is no longer called Friends of Dorothy. And I think because people were missing it and people didn't get it. I don't know. But a couple of years ago, they now changed it to GLBTQ meeting. Yeah, and they have their own meetup. Now, we are doing something separate. Yes, we are doing something separate from what the cruise is doing.
Yes, so we're going to have
a general, that's a general connection. We're doing our own thing. So what we're trying to do is get enough people that we can get some rooms, so that we can make sure that we occupy some rooms and have our own functions.
Functions, workshops.
Yeah, we want to have our own functions.
Just so y'all know, I am a karaoke king. Okay. I just got to mention that. Now calm down.
Oh God.
I'm a karaoke king. I love karaoke. If you like, let me say this. If you can sing, it's not a talent show. It's a karaoke. Okay. This is what's called karaoke. So I do like to do karaoke. So I will be inviting you guys out to karaoke nights. And I want us to take over. When we went on one ship, on another cruise we went on, the kids took over the club. Okay.
People were not happy though.
It's okay.
The people were not happy.
Okay,
the streets were not happy.
But they had a good time too. Every time again you see a white girl with that ass, you know.
Well, yeah, the girls did, but the guys didn't.
Well, who cares? Whatever. But anyway, so the point is that when we show up, let me tell you, when we show up in numbers, we actually end up having the best time because you're not isolated. Right? You're not isolated. It's not a one-off. It's a group of us. It's 25 couples going on this cruise. That means 50 LGBT, if not more, hopefully more. But that means that we're going on this cruise and we're going to be a presence. And you get a chance to connect. You get a chance to meet other friends. You get a chance to meet people from around the country. We live in California. You might live in Boondock, Alabama, and you want to get to California. Well, how do you do that? You know what? You meet us.
And Carnival wants us to come back. Okay?
Absolutely.
So they're ready to open the doors. They're ready to accommodate us in any way that they possibly can. But we can only do this with numbers. We can only do this with numbers because that speaks volumes. They're ready to open up their doors. They're ready to give us the rooms that we need. They're ready to feed us if that's what we need to do. We'd like to do it all. This is our first, but we'd like to do as much as possible. We have a bunch of things on tap, a bunch of things planned that we'd like to do for you guys. Again, this year and years to come, because we plan on doing this again. And hopefully those of you who attend can get the word out. So, we're definitely looking to do this. Is this the first time?
No, this is not. No, this is the first cruise. No, this is not the first 2B1 cruise. Some years ago, we did the 2B1 Freedom Cruise, which was on the Freedom, Carnival Freedom. Was it on Carnival Freedom? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a 2B1 Freedom Cruise.
Which I loved.
Yeah, Carnival Freedom is a really nice ship. The Splendor, let me tell you something. I met somebody I've never been on the Splendor before. There's the Carnival Splendor that we're going to be on. They said it's extremely nice. And, it was a straight couple, but she said it was the best ship she's ever been on, to date. And so I'm excited about going. I'm excited about getting to Cabo, me personally, because I wanted to go to Cabo for my birthday, but I'm pushing it back to October. So
we went to Mazatlan, but we haven't been to the other two locations.
Yeah, so 2B1 is the 2B1 is a group that you're going to be added to, Keith.
Yeah.
And it's called for the two becoming one, right? And so you get a chance to really learn more about that, learn more about what we're doing and how we're doing it. If you have any questions, please post your questions below. Let me know what you want to know so that I can make sure I answer all your questions. We went over cabins. We went over some pricing. And I can go in more detail when you contact me. We went over the dates. We went over travel protection, excursions. Oh, drinks. So I want to go over this again. If you are a drinker and you like to have a cocktail with your dinner or a cocktail every now and again or a cocktail every day or a cocktail all the time, it's totally up to you. No judgment, right? But if you're a drinker, I definitely advise you either A, getting the drink package. That way you don't have to worry about adding to your bill every single time. Or B, you can do a la carte on the ship. Okay. If you if you definitely know you are going to be drinking, a lot of people like to go to the drink package.
Zachary! Hey!
What's happening? A lot of people like to get the drink package because, again, I know I want to keep them coming. I know I don't want any interruptions. And that doesn't just include alcoholic beverages. It includes sodas. It includes juices other than lemonade. It includes, all these things. I think the basics are orange juice, guava, passion fruit.
Yeah. In the mornings they have. So you're really limited on board. Again, you don't have to spend extra money if you don't want to spend extra money on the cruise. Okay, so let me be clear about that. The drinks that they have in the morning is orange juice, guava punch, and they have apple juice.
Right.
So they have those in the morning. The Splendor was dry docked. Oh, in 2000, I was about to talk about dry dock. Thank you, Marcus. Not even 2 years ago. I'll talk about dry dock in a minute. Marcus is a cruiser and knows everything about cruising. So they have OJ, they have apple juice, they have guava. That's what they have on board. Right. Now, of course, and then they have, of course, teas and coffees and stuff like that. In the afternoon is when they switch to lemonade and iced tea. That's it.
And is it unsweetened?
It's unsweetened iced tea. Yeah. But that's what they have.
So some people like variety. Mm-hmm. And so if you know you're one of those persons that you don't necessarily like unsweet tea and you can add your own sugar or whatever, or lemonade, I sometimes do a mix, like an Arnold Palmer mix kind of thing. But if you know that's not you, that's fine. Just know that, you have other options available to you, than just those. So, drinks is there anything else that we're missing?
No. You can order drinks, at dinner time. You can order any drink that you want to at dinner time. If you eat in the dining hall, then you can order any kind of drink. So, but if you go up and you choose not to go to the dining hall, you choose to go up to the buffet, then you're restricted to those, unless you have drink package.
There's people walking around giving you an opportunity, like a bar back or whatever, walking around giving you an opportunity to order drinks as well. Is this primarily POC? I don't know what POC is.
What's POC?
People of color. Well, you know what? That was never really specified. What is turning out to be so far is yes, but that's not one of our stipulations. It is a same gender loving SGL cruise. Yeah. So SGL means males, loving. Females, transgender, whatever. SGL, same gender loving. Bi. Yeah, they love same gender every now and again. Sure. So,
this is true.
I'm just saying. So my point is that we want this. We want the 2B1 brand, the 2B1 concept. The 2B1 concept is really what we're talking about. Yeah. We really want the notion of the two becoming one to be the forefront, right? With that being said, obviously, two becoming one within our community as same gender loving people. Yes, same gender loving. Yeah, the 2B1 within our community as same gender loving people. That's really what we want to focus on.
Yes, I was just about to say that Marcus. Marcus is amazing. This brother knows all about cruising. He really should be here with us, but he's not here with us this time.
He can call in. Does he want to? Marcus, do you want to get online?
I don't know if he wants to do that, but we almost finished anyway. So, but Marcus, maybe we can convince Marcus to do it next time with us. But this brother is brilliant, knows everything about it. So let me talk about dry dock really quickly since Marcus brought it up. Dry dock is when they take a ship and, every few years they have to take all ships, no matter who, Carnival, Norwegian, Royal, whoever it is, and they have to take it in for repairs, upgrades, whatever it is. Now, they try to do this in the shortest amount of time. So what dry dock is wonderful because then they have an opportunity to upgrade the ship. So what Marcus just said was that in 2016, the Splendor went into dry dock. Now, since this time that the Splendor, which means that they upgraded it and they tightened some screws and they did whatever they needed to do, painted so that it looks like a brand new ship. They didn't do that many upgrades, but because they really didn't need to. They really didn't need to do that many upgrades. They already have the Jumbotron. They already have a wide open area. It's actually one of their largest ships. I believe it's between 120 to 130 tons, which means it holds almost 3,000 passengers. Nice. On a 130 or 120 ton ship, it holds about close to 3,000 passengers. This does not include the staff, and it's usually about 1,000 staff, somewhere in that neighborhood, for when you have that many passengers.
And we've been on smaller ships, and we've been on much larger ships. Okay?
I like the big ships.
Yeah.
Yes, they do have an adult section. Yes, absolutely. And Marcus brings up another good point about sodas. So at one point you could bring water and soda, and that was it. You could not bring alcohol. Maybe you could bring like one wine or something like that. Yeah. Well, then at one point they stopped it. They stopped it because I remember we got ready to go on a cruise on the Dream out of New Orleans, and they took my water. Now you can bring a case of soda. You can bring a case of soda, and I don't know
a case of canned bottle?
Canned soda. Yes, you can bring a can of not bottles. You can bring a 6-pack or /8-pack, whatever it is.
Or is it the long? Can you bring the long one?
Yeah, you can, as long as they're cans. But you cannot bring bottles. I don't know if you can bring bottles. You can't bring bottles at all. Now, I will be posting. People bring alcohol. I'm gonna just tell y'all this. Now, this is just between me and y'all. That's it. People bring alcohol on these cruises. I will be posting videos about how you're going to get alcohol. Well, yes, because people were taking bottles. So they were taking the water out of the water bottles and they were putting in like vodka or something clear.
Thanks, Marcus.
But there were ways that they would find out anyway. So they stopped it. They started to get more strict about this whole thing. There's still ways to do it. I will be posting videos later on about that.
Yes. Anyway, guys.
12 per person. Oh, thank you, Marcus. I needed to know that. Thank you.
Yeah. So, we want to, first of all, thank you guys for participating in this, Facebook Live. We want to talk about love. We want to talk about, cruising. We want to talk about travel in general. And this group ultimately will evolve more into an SGL, 2B1 SGL travel group, primarily cruising, but there's other options that we're going to be exploring as well. So get ready. But as you stay connected, I want you to know that he said I did it in a water bottle. There you go.
So you know what we're talking about.
But as you stay connected, you're going to be getting more information. Reach out to me if you're even thinking about going. Just reach out to me. Text me 240-300-4450. You can also message me on Facebook as well and Messenger. And let's at least start the conversation.
Also, guys, if you have somebody that's interested in going, have them watch these Facebook Lives.
Yeah,
about 3 of them posted. Tag them on these Facebook Lives because I think that these will answer a lot of their questions. Beside the individual posts that we're doing, I'm posting videos all the time, trying to give you guys information about how to pack and what the room looks like and so on and so forth. There's plenty of information out there.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, if there's no more questions, let's end it off here. And we look forward to seeing you on board. Peace.
See ya.